There's my first 15 shots out of this gun at 7 yards. This is the CANIK TP9 SF. It is an 18+1 9mm striker fired Turkish delight. These CANIKs, built in Turkey, have been imported by Century Arms for well over a year now. And to tell you the truth, I was a little bit hesitant at first. I was concerned about the quality, considering that it is made in a foreign country and that it's imported by Century Arms. I wasn't quite sure how this gun was going to be built. The main concern over the quality, however, was really influenced by the very low price point. These guns can be found easily for $300 to $350. This is the way this pistol comes from the factory, and today we want to review the pistol and we want to look at two accessories. One is this 20-round magazine. I got this from Cheaper Than Dirt. It's about $35, and essentially it's the factory magazine, which is manufactured by Megar, with a 2-round extension on the bottom. So we want to evaluate that, test that out today. And then the second thing we want to look at is this extended threaded barrel. This is made by RCM and sold by Prepper Gun Shop. Now this barrel is going to run about $200, but I want to see how well this works and how well this gun functions with a suppressor as well in our evaluation today. The factory packaging is very nice. It has this cutout foam for all of the accessories. It comes with this Serpa style retention holster. This is a paddle holster. It's adjustable for cant. There's a simple magazine loader, a larger palm swell back strap. It comes with 2 magazines. They're 2 18-round magazines. And, of course, the owner's manual and some cleaning accessories, a brush, and a rod for patches. It has a tool for actually driving out the roll pin if you want to change the back strap. The magazines are made by Megar for CANIK, and the only difference between the 20-rounders and the standard 18-rounders are this +2 magazine floor plate. You can pick up extra 18-rounders for about $26, and the 20-round with the 2-shot extension is going to run about $34, $35. What I'd like... Come on, guys. Right, what I'd like to do is just go over quickly some of the features of this handgun, and then we'll go ahead and try our extended barrel and see how well this gun performs with a suppressor as well. As far as controls go, the magazine release is reversible, but it is installed to be actuated from the left side of the firearm, so it's installed for right-hand shooters, but is easy to reverse positions. The bolt release is only on the left side. It is extended both forward and aft, so it makes it very easy to use, both to lock the firearm back and to release the slide forward. One nice feature, which unfortunately they have to stamp into the receiver, is that this firearm does not come with a magazine block, and so it will fire with the magazine out, which I think is actually by far the most preferred design. The stippling is very aggressive, feels very comfortable and secure in the hand. You could put a larger palm swell back strap on the stock. The takedown is typical for striker fired pistols. The hammer would have to be dropped, and then you have your takedown buttons on both sides right here. Very simple, and just like most other striker fired handguns on the market. It does have a very nice indicator for both the striker. You have the little red button, which is actually the back of the striker itself. Now this gun is safe, and we're going to go ahead, if the hammer is dropped, then you can very quickly and easily check and make sure that your hammer is not cocked. When the hammer is cocked, then you have your striker indicator in the back. You also have a very nice tactile and visual chamber indicator, loaded chamber indicator. Now we're safe out here, but we're going to go ahead and just chamber around so you can see the top of the gun here. If you chamber around, you have a nice little red dot that you can visualize, and obviously very distinct feel, so you can tell that there's a round in the chamber and that the gun is cocked and ready to use. So we'll unload the gun now. So the gun is safe. Once again, to field strip, drop the hammer, push down on the takedown. It comes apart very easily. The lower is a polymer, metal rails, 4 rails for the slide to ride on, very similar to other pistols in this market. The only difference is this is about $150 to $250 less expensive. The slide is actually pretty heavy. It's heavier than comparable guns like the Glock 17. Obviously, this gun is in direct competition with the striker fired, tried and true Glock 17. So I want to do a side-by-side comparison, just firing this gun next to the CANIK and just see how they feel as far as the function of the gun's firing. CANIK uses a flat recoil spring that is captured on the op rod. The barrel is a very nice barrel, has a nice polished feed ramp and chamber. Very easy and similar as far as the takedown and cleaning and maintenance, and then putting everything back together. Once again, very simple, as most striker fired guns in this class. Now what I want to do is just a one magazine comparison of the CANIK and the Glock 17. In this comparison, the CANIK has a 1-round magazine capacity advantage. I'm using the same ammunition in both firearms. We're shooting at an 8-inch steel plate that's 20 yards away on a swinging platform. No problem at all. Now, for comparison's sake, let's just see how this Glock 17 feels and shoots. Okay, 17 rounds. Comparing the two guns, I'd say the triggers feel about the same. The trigger on the CANIK has a long travel, a little bit longer uptake, but then the reset is very short. So after that first round, it has a very similar short reset compared to the Glock. The Glock seems to have a little bit softer recoil. Otherwise, these guns feel very similar. And obviously with either handgun shooting at an 8-inch target, we're not going to have any problems at 20 yards. Now I want to install the aftermarket extended barrel, and let's see if this gun shoots well with a silencer. First, I'll just test fire this extended barrel without a suppressor on to make sure it's functioning well. We just got 10 rounds. Okay, let's add a suppressor, see what we got. We'll start with my smaller, lighter Trinity and see if the pistol will cycle with this. Okay, it didn't eject all the way. Give it another shot. Okay, same thing. I think if it doesn't work with this one, it's certainly not going to work with my standard Vortex without the little device to help it cycle. I'll take my earplugs out and see what this sounds like. Nice. Earplugs not required. Hand cycling is with this particular silencer. Okay, very nice as far as the sound goes, but let's try a different silencer and see how it works. Now we have the Vortex 9 with the LID. Let's see how this functions. I'm going to leave my ear pro off. It's very quiet shooting. Nice. Wow, that 5 rounds went real quick. Let's load up this magazine now, see how it does. Alright, it's functioning well with the suppressor. So now I've gone full capacity. We've got 18 plus 1 rounds. I'm leaving my ear protection off. This is very quiet and comfortable shooting without ear protection. And I'm going to shoot left-handed now at this 20-yard target. That's so quiet and nice. The reset is so short. It's very short and quick to reset. Okay, that's probably from me shooting left-handed. Get a little bit firmer grip, and let's see if we can get it to cycle. Little stovepipe. And nice with this gun, you can tell looking, it is cocked round in the chamber with our nice indicators. Very short reset. You have to barely move your finger forward and it clicks. It's a very palpable and audible reset with the with this trigger. Okay, and we're out. Yeah, the first couple of rounds where it wasn't extracting and ejecting, this is a new gun with a suppressor, a new barrel, and a new magazine. So there was more resistance in stripping those first few rounds out too. And that might have been all that it was as far as those first few rounds go. Certainly without a suppressor, 100% reliable. With a suppressor, you're going to have to tune your suppressor, but it's very quiet and very fun to shoot when you have a silencer on it. So what's my final impression of this CANIK TP9 SF? Now overall, I think this gun has done very well in its competition with the Glock 17. Is it going to be a true competitor head-to-head with Glock? As far as durability goes, only time is going to tell that. But the gun has very nice controls, it shoots very well, it has been very dependable. And the price point is between $300 and $350, including a holster that's worth at least $20 or $30. I've been impressed with this pistol so far, and if you're in the market for a full-size 9mm striker-fired handgun, but you're on a very tight budget, I think this gun would be worth looking at. If you have any questions or comments, post those, and as always, I'll try to respond to those in a timely fashion. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.